Hello fellow terrestrials, and welcome to another prediction reading, this time for the month of May. My name is Flori and this is Sophie Tarot. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe
for weekly mystery videos
and tarot readings.
Give this video a like so that you can support my new and growing channel, and you can also
follow me on my social media. Now without further ado, let's jump right into the video. To welcome you guys into the reading of May 2024. April has gone really fast. I don't even know what happened, but now we start a new month full of new hope, maybe new projects for some of us, new ideas, new objectives. So we're gonna take a look into your month of May, and for that I placed 4 little mushrooms on top of each pile so that you can choose the crystal that you would like. We have this beautiful mahogany obsidian over here. Over here we have this grossularite mushroom, tiny piece of rhodite, and the beautiful theolite. So you guys can take a deep breath. So now that you got your choice, I'm going to put all timestamps down below so that you can skip forward to your reading. Welcome, group number 1s. This is the crystal of your choice. As you can see, it's a beautiful mahogany obsidian here. So I'm just going to place it just over here. And we're going to grab your card of the month of May. So the initiation card, that is basically your main message of this month. So really up front, I see that you guys have, well, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. It looks like this is a month up ahead of you that it's supposed to be or is coming with a lot of action or a lot of potential for action. So with the initiation, usually, well, we talk about new objectives, moving, doing things, taking up different activities, starting new things, planning new things, sitting down and starting to plan. So the initiation, you know, like someone who's actually quite motivated to start doing something. So it's really interesting because this month of May, it looks like there should be a lot of movement, or it's simply just like a very good month for you to set yourself new objectives and actually go for them or start planning them at least. So we're gonna get some tarot cards for you for the month of May to see what's coming up. So group number 1, what else can we get from your month of May? As we can see here, we have a lot of pentacles. So a lot of financial aspect of things and also planning, organization. So one thing I'm going to tell you, group number 1, is that I see that cards are upside down, which means usually we see some blocks over there. So when it comes to what we talked about, this initiation, this determination, this motivation to begin or embark in a new journey, which is mostly what's coming up for you in the reading. It's like there is a lot of potential for you to start doing a lot of new things this month, or finally focusing on one of those things that you have been thinking about for such a long time, or, you know, like finally beginning that project you wanted to begin, or, you know, like start something new at work. There's a lot of potential for you to do that, but what I see is that still, you guys are a little bit blocked when it comes to all of this action, or at least the planning process of the action. So it's like, you know, and I say it because usually without the planning part, we don't go forward. It's like the very first step of acting is first planning. So I see that for you guys, this planning step is really blocked. It's like you want to do something, but you don't have the mental strength to sit down and start thinking, how should I start? So with the 8 of Pentacles, I mean, the 8 of Pentacles is such a beautiful card for self-development and for self-determination and for self-confidence. As you see, like someone who's like an entrepreneur and sitting down in front of a computer designing, someone who's like knows that they're going to be really successful because they trust in themselves, someone who is actually very successful and rich, as you see from the Pentacles in this card. But what I see is that you are kind of blocked there. It's like maybe you don't 100% see that in yourself, although the energies are there. You truly are this entrepreneur and this person who could actually sit down and start planning ahead, and so that you can finally start moving in the right path, in the path that you want to move into. So you need to try and unblock the limitations that you have at the moment when it comes to your self-confidence and just believing in yourself, like just overall believing in yourself, believing that you can, believing that you're enough and that you have the power, the mental strength to start planning or thinking ahead of how you're going to achieve something, finish what you have been postponing for such a long time. If you have been procrastinating so much, you can actually do it. The trick is, don't think about it, just do it. Usually when you think about it, you just triple think about it and then you end up doing nothing. So that's why it's very important for you to just unblock this card and just sit down and start doing whatever it is to do. Okay, so I want to get into the 7 of Pentacles, which is also really interesting because you have the 7 and the 8, and trust me, this deck of cards is always like really well mixed. So it's interesting that both cards are coming up together. The 7 of Pentacles over here, you see this girl who is watering her plants, and she sees that it takes a lot of time for her plants to grow, but in the end she sees that she has a lot coming up for her. She sees like the final product's actually coming, even if it's coming very slowly for her. So again, this energy is blocked over here, but I see that you guys, group number 1, you have so much potential this month to plan, even though you might be feeling this way, like this girl. It's like, what for? Why should I sit down and start planning if I'm not going to see the results right away? If I'm not going to see anything happening for me, or like, what's going to make a difference this time if I sit down and do it? This is basically patience. I see that for you, it's going to be kind of hard to be patient this month, but you need to just try and work against it. You need to actually understand that patience is important in this process for you, because there's a lot of potential for you to act this month. So if you start moving forward, it doesn't matter how, that is just the best thing you can do, and it's a step forward. So even if you're a little bit blocked over here with the 8 of Pentacles, and if you don't have much patience this month, you need to be a little bit more patient, because as you see, you are going to reap the rewards very, very soon. So don't deceive yourself and don't lose the hope, because you cannot see it now, but as plants really take a lot of time to grow, things might take their time. So you cannot expect to see results right away, but you will see, everything will come. For you, group number 1, I see with the 2 of Cups in reverse. Usually this card, it talks about either a loss of connection, because I see it's upside down, it's kind of blocked. It's like there is a very important connection in your life that you might be feeling this month, the month of May, not very aligned with that person, even if that person is yourself. Because in the 2 of Cups, you see like 2 people holding cups over there. This is usually like a partner card. It can be someone really close to you, like a friend, like a best friend that you have, or even someone from your family. So this is the 2 of Cups over here. So, and I feel like this connection has been, but you have been feeling like, you're not very close to that person, and you might want to reach out this month. Maybe this month is actually a good month for you to start reconnecting to that person, because you will start realizing, hey, why are we distancing ourselves so much? Or yeah, maybe this is the month where you realize, hey, we have been a little bit distant. So yeah, this connection being not very aligned with you right now might come up into your mind, the fact that you guys are a little bit distant. And yeah, maybe it is actually the right time for you to work on that relationship a little bit. Maybe you have been feeling really busy, or you will be feeling busy during the month of May because of all these things that you are going to try and start putting in so that you can start achieving your goals. But always make time for those connections that are important, like Don't push people away. People in your context are really important for you to also achieve your goals in life, because the social part of our lives is as important as the mental health and like the financial part. So every single part is equally important as relationships as well. That's why I say it's important for you not to push these relationships out of your life. If you see this disconnection, try to dig in there and see what's happening and just find a way of getting closer to that person again, trying to see how you could possibly do that. Maybe, I mean, don't get me wrong, maybe this connection, it has been a really, really important and strong connection for you in the past, but now you feel like it's no longer that way. It's not that I'm forcing you guys to, fix that connection. Maybe if the connection is completely broken and you just like, this month you're going to be like confirming this. It's not that you have to, you don't have to make it right. If you feel like the connection is already lost, then that's it. Then maybe the message for you this month is to let it go, to finally cut it out. So whatever you feel that the way in which that connection should be fixed or not fixed, or, working in your life, then you should just go for it. Now we're going to get Moonology cards so we can get some more messages. And we got the Giver's Moon. So you're very close to achieving your goal. And this is incredible because we were talking about plans and goals and projects that we might have. And it's really interesting that the Oracle is telling you for this month, you are really close. You are going to be extremely close to achieving your goal, because this is the month where you have all the potential to sit down and start planning towards those goals. And I do see you actually going for those goals this month, group number 1. So this is just a confirmation for us. Last Oracle card here, the Angel Oracle card. And the angels are saying there's something better. So this might be related to many different things. It might be related to this 2 of Cups in reverse, as we were mentioning with the relationship that has to be cut out of your life. Maybe for some of you, it might mean that the angels are just trying to reach out to you to say there is something better for you than what you are experiencing right now. Maybe for all of you guys, for all of those viewers that I was talking about, the new project beginnings and or new ideas at work, or so on, these things that you're actually that you want to start putting your attention into, but you are not, because you have so much in your head, or you don't get the time to do that. Basically, the universe saying, there is something better. This does not have to be your routine, your daily life. This does not have to be what you settle for. If you start putting in the hours and planning ahead to get to those results, if you're patient, you will achieve this goal that we were seeing over here. So there's definitely something better, be it another relationship, since the angels also see that you might have to cut someone out of your life, or that you're not putting in enough effort, let's say, when it comes to certain things that you would like to be doing differently, but you're still, falling for it because you just cannot keep up with the pace of life at the moment, which I totally understand, because same. I'm going to get the Astro dice for you now. I'm just going to see what numbers and signs we got for you. And your numbers of the month, as I see, we got number 1, we got number 9. Okay, so 1 and 9. Now we also have Saturn over here, this planet, which actually, interesting enough, it talks all about discipline, it talks about obligations, but also structures. So basically, although we were talking about here about planning, about, actually put it into your head and saying, okay, hey, it's time to start setting some priorities, or just putting some structure in life. Planet that talks about prioritizing and being ambitious, betting on your work. We got Neptune over here, also a very interesting planet for you, that it will emphasize for you this month mostly all of your psychic side of things, all your, your intuition. It can also be having imagination, being creative when it comes to thinking about goals or projects or things you would like to achieve. and also mostly talks about spirituality, so maybe getting in tune with that side of you. And finally, Sagittarius and Capricorn. So these might either be predominant for you this month, so Sagittarius and Capricorn, but it might also impulse you to be more strategic this month. Okay, so that's important, to be more determined, more hardworking, but at the same time have a fair balance between working and other things that might decompress all of these hardworking feelings that you experience. So going on adventures or just doing things, outside of the work side, just resting up basically, or going for a walk. Okay, so lovelies, I really hope that this reading has been helpful for you. If you liked it, please leave me a like. And don't forget to subscribe for all of these monthly readings, but also other types of readings. I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye. Welcome, my group number 2s with your beautiful crystal over here. This is the one that you chose. I'm just going to place it over here. And we're going to take a look at your card of the month of May. The card that you get for this month, it says Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. This is a very strong message. I feel like some of you during the past month, so April, like just the beginning of the year, it might have been a time where you had like some heavy energy, and basically the oracle here is telling you that you need to start doing something in order to start changing that energy, that heavy energy that you've been carrying for some time. We're gonna just take a look into your cards, your reading. We're gonna see how can we do it? What should we expect for the month of May? So, for you guys, I'm just gonna cut. I see some boredom over there. So you guys, oh, the Magician, what a beautiful card you got. So the first card that I got here, the first card that caught my attention was the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, the card of disinterest. So basically not being very interested of what's going on, not being very interested in maybe certain situations, events, things happening in your life, maybe not very interested in someone in particular. Some of you might really understand directly what I mean, might feel really identified with this card. But also the Four Cups can talk about boredom, someone who's been rejected, or us rejecting someone, us rejecting something else, like a job offer or a project or like, a proposal, something. This type of energy is the energy that the oracle is telling you to change. Basically, that's definitely the point here from the universe. This kind of like a low vibrational energy has to go, okay? These feelings of disinterest, these feelings of boredom, they have been present for some time. It might be, or just during a particular situation or something that happened. And it might have been, like ruling your minds for some time. But it's time to start shifting that. Now, with the King of Cups here in reverse. So we're talking here about someone who has been having a little bit of a blockage when it comes to emotions. The King of Cups is actually a beautiful card. It talks about someone who's like very, very connected to their emotions, someone who can show and express emotions to others. When I see this card upside down, it kind of tells me that you guys have been carrying some blockages when it comes to your emotions. You're trying to repress emotions over there for some reason. It might be that you feel that you're not, you're not resonating with society or with your context, and that's why you might be quieting down certain emotions or certain things that you would like to express, but you're not. So there might be many different reasons. Again, this is a collective reading, so many people, many reasons. And let me tell you, with the Magician card, this is just an amazing, amazing month, you guys, for you to start creating your own reality and to start writing down your life, because you can be the author of your life. You can write the story of your life. You can manifest whatever you want into your life. You are the magician. This is really a beautiful card that's coming up for you for the month of May, because it's telling me that you guys don't realize it maybe, but the magician, as you can see, she has all four elements right there for her, available for her use. But maybe you don't realize, she doesn't realize of it. If you wanted to, you could just like that You could change from that low vibrational energy, from that energy of not being interested, of feeling disconnected, or feeling that you want to reject someone, and you might be feeling really down because of that, because of being rejected or having to reject, you know, like kind of feeling guilty about that. This can be changed really easily if you realize that you have all that it takes for you to turn that around. This card is not even upside down, you know, like it's the right way up. So you have to realize that you guys have really all that it takes for you to be shifting your reality 100%. Just that click. That's all that's necessary for you guys to start shifting your reality, to start changing that situation. And as it says here, do something to change your energy, dance with life. It might actually mean that you guys are having very little, you know, like playtime, if I may say. It's like very little leisure, you know, like activities, hobbies, seeing friends. Maybe you're not seeing many people lately. Maybe you're not going out lately with anyone, even by yourself. You're not having these instances in your life, and like the universe is like, hey, you need to get out. You need to do something, you know, like you need to do stuff. So that's really important. And you start putting in these hobbies into your life, taking hobbies into your life, or allowing these moments of adventure, meeting people, going out, all of these things. It doesn't mean that you have to spend money, you know, like it's not that you have to go out dancing, like clubbing or something. But what I mean is, even if you go outside for a walk, like near a river, that is already enjoying beauty of life and nature. So try to find a way of reconnecting with these activities and reconnecting with your free time and allowing you to have free time. We're gonna get a Monology Oracle card over here just to confirm this a little bit more. So your card says meditate and contemplate. So the new moon in Pisces, and we get the meditate and contemplate card. We were talking about meditating and contemplating as well in nature, as when you go out, when you take a walk, admiring the beauty of life. So this is also something very important. It can mean for many of you that you have to start meditating. We have said this a couple times, and maybe you're not doing it yet, you know, like you probably propose to yourself, hey, I want to start meditating. It's an activity that really helps unstress. So I really hope that you have ever tried it, but maybe you need to get into that again, and you've been promising yourself you wanted to get back into it, you're not doing it. Anyway, it can also mean, well, when it comes to all this interest that you're showing, that you're feeling in life, it's like, what for? Why am I even doing things if I don't see like results, or I'm not reaping the rewards? Try to connect with life and see and contemplate the beauty around you. You know, gratefulness is number one for you to start getting from the universe. I think these two cards really go hand in hand. It's important for you to start creating, to start observing and contemplating and meditating all that surrounds you, and start being really grateful of all of the things that you have. Okay, maybe you're telling me, you know, I am a grateful person. Start actually practicing gratefulness every morning when you wake up. Like, write down on a piece of paper or just say it out loud. What are you grateful for? Or just whenever you're like, you know, you're drinking your coffee, you're like, I'm so grateful that I'm able to drink a coffee when many people maybe cannot afford it. But still, here I am drinking a coffee. So just be grateful with every, like, you know, tiny thing that you have in your life. Maybe that's a way of very easily applying this into your life. Maybe when you're taking a shower, say, I'm so thankful that I got warm water to shower, you know, like these tiny things. So yeah, just try to connect yourself with all of these practices once again. Now, let's get another oracle card. We got here the Angel Oracle. What are the angels telling you? Well, we got in the near future. In the near future, so something's coming up for you. Something's coming up for you. That might be, you know, like an answer to a question that you have been thinking of. And we got a yes. It's like you guys are really thinking, I don't know, maybe there's a lot of people thinking about like a very specific situation right now. And the angels are just like, you know, channeling all these messages here, or actually me channeling the message from the angels. But like, we got a yes. We got a yes. The answer is yes, whatever you were thinking about. Now I'm gonna get the Astro dice for you so we can get some messages, some signs and numbers for you the month of May. Okay, first one here, we got number 1. So number 1 is a very important number for you this month, might be. And also number 8. So number 1 and number 8 are 2 important numbers for you this month. We got the sun over here. It talks about warmth. It talks about confidence and brightness and someone who's like, you know, very self-confident. Someone who might be starting something new or starting new, you know, like blank page. Like there's a new opportunity, another opportunity, yet another day for you to begin. So this really, really nice energy from the sun coming in for you this month. We also got over here Leo. And Leo also talks a little bit about confidence, but mostly about, I feel like this balance between the hard work and the playfulness and going out and doing things, reconnecting to this energy. It also has a lot to do with that. But also what I like about Leo is this like energy of being the center of attention. This energy about like feeling popular, feeling like the center of like the life of the party, like that type of energy. You need to start focusing and like trying to get back into that energy for this month. It's going to be really important, mostly for you feeling like this magician over there. And Venus over here also kind of like connecting with this Leo energy, trying to feel really attractive and loved and sociable, maybe trying to work on that energy for you this month. This might also take you out of this, you know, like low vibrational energy there. And finally we got Scorpio. So maybe some of these signs might be predominant for you this month. Some are just like these tiny little messages of connecting to your inner beauty, connecting to your self-confidence. In the case of Scorpio, it can be like being passionate about what you want to achieve this month. Okay, so like these tiny messages you can take with you also for this reading of the month of May. I hope you guys really liked this reading. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, maybe comment down below. You can subscribe so you can keep receiving all of these readings every month. And I hope I see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, my group number 3s, and welcome to your prediction of the month of May with this beautiful crystal that you've chosen. I'm going to place it over here. And we're going to take a look at your card of the month over here, which is the Council of Light. As you can see, it's a really beautiful card that you got for you this month. It talks about, well, as it says here, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. What this card means for you this month is basically whatever you do, you're going to be guided. You are being guided. You are being supported, either by your angels, by your spirit guides, also by people in your surrounding, in your context. So this month, don't forget, you're going to be supported 100%. Whatever you choose, whatever you do, mostly your angels, your spirit guides are going to be on your side for whatever your decision might be. Or also this card might mean don't exclude the help from others this month. Really try to accept that help, take it into your life. And we're going to get some tarot cards so that we can confirm and expand what is coming in for you this month, what is important for you this month. So I'm going to cut for you guys and see. Oh, nice. Oh god. So Knight, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. There's a lot of emotion this month. Group number 3, I feel like for you guys, it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions this month. The Knight of Cups usually talks about emotions, but Knights are characters, you know, like figures that usually in the tarot, they take it to the extreme. Like, you know, like this is the romantic card. It's like when you're seeing someone, when you're dating someone, if they're the Knight of Cups, they're like over exaggerating the romanticism, you know, like someone who's really a really good player, or someone like sometimes it's way too much. It's like you realize, oh my God, this is just too much. So with the Knight of Cups, as of one of the cards of your minds, what I can see is that it's going to be hard for you to control your emotions, group number 3. I feel like you will have to really work on controlling those emotions. It might be maybe not directly with yourself, but it can be talking about someone else in your life, someone who might be coming into your life, someone who you're seeing, even if it's a friend, a figure that is overflowing with emotion. It's like you're probably going to realize who that is in your life. If it's either you, when you're like in your drama phase, it's like, oh my God, why am I so dramatic? Why am I like really a drama queen this month? You know, if that's you, or if that's someone else in your context, in your surroundings, like someone you're dating. If you're dating someone, your boyfriend or girlfriend might be really going all over the place with their romantic plans, the emotions. Maybe you're going to see or notice that they're going to be putting an extra effort this month, you guys to spend some time, or maybe like just gonna plan a very romantic proposal for you, something like that. Or it might be just you within yourself feeling like you need to romanticize time with yourself, which is actually a very, very, very nice choice, actually. Just taking the time to be with yourself, just romanticizing your life, going out, getting dinner, going to the cinema, by yourself, doing all of these things because you are showing your self-love, your true love to yourself. So yeah, emotions are going to be really all over the place this month. But the Ace of Wands, also connecting the Knight with the Ace of Wands, for all of you guys who are dating, for all of you guys who are seeing someone, I see a lot of sexual energy. So the Ace of Wands, usually wands talk about sexuality, sex, not just that, obviously. Aces talk about new beginnings, like a newfound energy, like an amazing energy, like big energy for creation, for activity, for like a lot of action happening. So again, wands, yeah, it can be sexuality, but it can also be a lot of action and movement. It can be a lot of activities. So basically with the Ace of Wands, this is also going to be like a very good month for you to either start focusing on doing all the activities that you have been wanting to do, because you have a lot of energy for that. And not just like this energy for action and movement, or as we said before, sexual energy for some of you. It also shows me there's a lot of energy when it comes to emotions, emotional energy as well. So there's a lot of potential for you guys to create this month. Beginning a new project, if you have been planning of going on your own, like entrepreneur and like opening a business, this might also be a great time for you to do this. Also, beware about the emotions, okay? If you're planning something as big as opening a business or something like that, you really try to measure and balance your emotions, because, you know, that's going to be a little bit all over the place, as we said before 1,000 times. So beware of that. Now with the Knight of Swords, this is something that I can see here as a blockage, because this card appears as upside down. So although this month is great for activity, for actioning and doing things, and also for your emotions, I mean, like you're gonna be like a little bit like over exaggerating, or someone in your context will be over exaggerating emotions. In either way, you are going to be influenced by that. So still a lot of emotion going on this month. The Knight of Swords in reverse tells me again another knight. So knights, as I said, are like over exaggeration of these feelings, and swords talk about communication, talks about the throat, it talks about intellect, mental area, basically thoughts. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a blockage over there when it comes to thoughts and intellect and expressing yourself this month. Even though the energy is amazing for some things, for communication, it might be a little bit more complicated than in the other areas, unfortunately. But I mean, we can always try and switch this around. Obviously, tarot is basically energies, so you can always change energies and switch them around. Now that you know what is predominant for you, you can do whatever you want with this energy. But as we said before, the knight is someone who's like precipitated, someone who cannot control their feelings very well. In this case, I feel like it might be that you're going to be overfloated with a lot of thoughts this month that you might try to juggle around, and it might get a little bit complicated for you to organize these thoughts and organize your mind. Maybe you're gonna find it complicated to express yourself when you want to talk to other people. Maybe you have a very important talk with someone and you feel like the words are not coming out. So sometimes we got like really good energy or potential during a month for some activities, and for some others no, unfortunately. Like for example, in the case of thoughts and the case of communication, this month there's a little bit of a blockage, but nothing that you cannot work around. Okay, you guys. So we're gonna get another oracle card, or just an oracle card from Monology, to see what you guys got. And it says hold your vision. So this is a very cute card over here. We got the fixed moon, and it says hold your vision. Again, this one really relates to this Ace of Wands over here. It's like maybe you're really visionary and you wanted to take up this activity or do this project or do something at work or do something with a friend, something that you have been imagining or fantasizing about. Well, the universe is telling you to hold on to that vision, to actually make it a thing in your life. Maybe it's the time for you to start transferring that into your life with actual actions, as we saw here with the Ace of Wands, because you have the potential for that. So hold on to that vision and actually transfer it into your life. Now, what are the angels trying to tell you? Is there a message from your angels and from your spirit guides? So the card that we got, and this is like, I'm not kidding. You guys got communicate clearly. As we saw, for you guys, it's going to be complicated this month, a little bit complicated when it comes to expressing yourselves. So it's going to be of major importance, you guys, that you try and communicate clearly, because as I said, this might be a blockage for you this month. It doesn't mean that you cannot do something in order to switch it around. So one of the things that your angels are telling you basically is to start communicating clearly this month, and that might be the way out. I mean, I'm not telling you to think of every single word you're saying out of your mouth. Obviously, that's impossible. But if you just like pay a little bit more attention when you try and talk to someone, we're talking here about something like a very important conversation, or like conversations that are not just like, what's the weather like today? When you're talking to a teacher, or you're like at a university or something like that, more important conversations. Try to communicate clearly. Try to really think about what you're saying when you're saying it. Now I'm going to get for you guys some of these Astro dice to see what your signs and numbers are for this month. And we got over here number 10. So number 10 might be an important number for you, predominant number for you this month. We also got number 8 over here. So another number for you might be predominant. Take notes. And we got the moon, that is mostly connected to emotions. So it's really interesting, because we're talking about the emotions over here, that they're going to be really predominant, really predominant this month. So with the moon over there, it's kind of a confirmation for you. Maybe you might be having mood swings this month because it's complicated to balance those emotions. The moon also talks about reflecting. So when we have so many emotions, there's going to be probably reflection, so yeah, the moon over there really connected to emotions and feelings and moods. And we also got Venus over here. So try feeling pretty this month, maybe like putting extra effort into doing your makeup, choosing like cool outfits for you. Maybe like you don't feel like that, like doing all of these things, but try doing it this month. Trying to connect to that beauty, like inner beauty, to this Venus over there. And then we got the Aries over here in Sagittarius. So these signs might be predominant for you this month. Maybe this Aries or Sagittarius really appearing in your life this month. Or maybe like the signs giving you a small message over there, being more brave as an Aries. Or someone like who's very optimistic, like trying to bring enthusiasm into your life and just going out into adventures maybe. And I really hope you guys liked this reading for the month of May. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for all of these messages monthly. Also, we got mystery videos coming up. So if you guys like the reading, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello group number 4s and welcome to your reading for the month of May. We got this beautiful crystal that you chose over here. I'm just going to place it over here and we're going to take a look at your card of the month to see what is mostly important for you on the month of May. And we got the star seed. What lights you up? So this is a really interesting card because it's telling me that this month you're going to be all about trying to reconnect to your true self, maybe trying to reconnect to those things that really spark you up. So what lights you up? What are those things that make you you? What are those things that you love doing that you might feel really disconnected to? Maybe because of lack of time or like you just have a lot of other things in your mind right now. So what lights you up? Now we're gonna get some tarot cards over here just to confirm and to see what things are important for you this month. We're gonna cut over here, get some cards. So the Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. I see there's like a little bit of an internal struggle going on right now with the Five of Wands. It's like it can either be, you know, like talking about something within yourself, this conflict, like inner conflict that you might be going through right now, or even some conflict that's happening in your context. Some conflict that might be going on around you, like maybe within your family or maybe group of friends, with a relationship like a partner. So I do see like there is some kind of conflict rising up over there. This month, you might want to step aside from these conflicts. Well, our starseed card over here may be the right way for you to step aside from these troubles. So finding those things that will make you you. That is basically your objective of this month, of the month of May. Once you feel that you're reconnected to those things, to that old you're going to be able to shut off all of these external things that are really bothering you. Like for example, this complications that are rising around you, even if it's, you know, external or internal. We also said internal troubles can be the thing, thoughts that are bothering you or something very, very personal about yourself, you know, something you're not very satisfied with within yourself and you're like, it's just bugging you a lot. So all of these conflicts and inner or outer troubles will be quieted down when you find yourself again. Now, I see with the Chariot over here that it might be complicated for you this month to really find that drive, that motivation to get past procrastination, to just feel motivated, to feel determined. It might be complicated because the Chariot upside down usually talks about feeling blocks in your way, feeling like obstacles upon your way. This person over here, the Chariot girl over here, is, if you see her, she's like so determined. Usually the Chariot is actually a chariot, but this is the Modern Witch deck, which is amazing by the way. But the original tarot deck, so like the Rider-Waite, shows a chariot, like someone who's like really driving so fast, like non-stop and jumping over obstacles. So the Chariot upside down, it tells me that you guys might be finding it complicated to get motivation, to feel determined this month. But don't let this let you down, because actually what we were talking about is that these problems, these conflicts can actually be overpowered by the fact that you need to find the way, you know, like you need to find who you were before. That's one thing. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles over there, which is actually the right way up. And the Queen is a beautiful card. If you see her, she's like sitting down over there. She's like a very nourishing figure. She's like someone who has like a lot of mental strength and someone who's also very, very good at planning. Someone who's like very focused and very, very clear in her mind. So with this card over here, it tells me that you guys really do have what it takes to find that drive, to find that way back into yourself. Like it really just takes you realizing about that and just like saying, okay, this is it. I need to prioritize again. Maybe I need to give myself some time to start getting back into that me again. It really takes that, you know, like it really takes that second where you say, okay, this is it. You do have that power to get yourself back, okay? You have that power. It feels like also you're a really organized person, or at least you like structure. Maybe you're not a very organized person, but you really like structure.
So I see a lot of potential for you guys to get your mind calm again and start getting over these conflicts that are appearing over there on the way. So we're gonna get a Moonology card for you guys for the Oracle. The Moonology Oracle over here to confirm these cards that we got. So you got the adjustments are required card. So as you can see, third quarter moon and adjustments are required. It is important for you guys to realize that this month you need to change something. You need to make a change in order to succeed or to get where you want to get. You know probably very well that you need to do something to maybe change either this internal or external conflict that you're going through, to change this chariot upside down, that you feel like you're not getting the drive that you need or that you would like to. And it really takes just 1 second, as I said before, to realize that you are this Queen of Pentacles, that you can make adjustments. And these adjustments are required this month. So that's also something to note. It's important for you to realize. So we're going to get some messages from your angels and from your spirit guides to see what they feel like they want to tell you. Opportunity. So you got opportunity this month. This month you should take the opportunity to turn everything around, to maybe you should really grab this time that you feel I am this empowered person that can actually shift things around, find the potential again, all of that potential that I once had, or the things that really connected me to myself. Yes, okay, you guys. So really this month, you really do have everything that it takes to turn whatever situation around. So really trust in yourself. The angels also got your back. 2 very positive cards coming up for you this month from the angels as well. And I'm gonna get Astro dice for you this month so we can see what messages coming through with signs and numbers. And we got number 9, as you can see, and also number 10. So number 9 and number 10 are both numbers that might be predominant for you this month. So just keep it in your mind. We also got the Sun, a beautiful, beautiful card. Well, not card, but in this case, dice. It talks about warmth. It talks about being very positive. It talks about new beginnings, you know, like after dark night, sun coming up again. Every day is a blank page for you to change something in your life. So keep positive, keep optimistic. That's the Sun for you this month. We also got over here the Neptune dice. So with Neptune over there, you guys, I feel like it has to do with your intuition and with your dreams and all that you can imagine. So basically you trusting in yourself and getting inspired, get back to listening to some music, maybe your favorite songs, you know, like try to connect to these things that might actually take you back to who you used to be. Maybe have an old songs day in which you really try to connect to that old self. And really, really interesting, you guys got 2 times the Aries. So 2 Aries. I feel like Aries is going to be really predominant this month for you. Maybe if it's a person that's an Aries, but most of all the Aries, even if it's not a person or someone, you know, like in particular during this month, it has to do with the message that the universe is trying to give you with the Aries over there. Someone who's fearless, someone who's really brave, and someone who's like starts to be very active, or someone who like finds passion and starts very passionately following a path, actually starting to act. I feel like that's mostly the major message from Aries 2 times over here. You know, someone who's a leader, someone who that type of figure. But also it can talk about being self-centered. In this case, like, you know, trying to clarify your mind and like getting sure of what you want to achieve this month. So that was your reading of month of May, and I hope you guys really resonated with it. If you did, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a like, also subscribe for more of these messages or these readings every month. I hope that you have an amazing month of May, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.